Today's April 2nd, 2019, and this is episode 91 of PlaneSavers. Good morning, everybody. There is, if you hear that rumbling noise, that is Dash A100 APU that's enhancing the audio today. It is cold, that's why I'm going back inside. Minus 17 degrees Celsius. That's right, minus 17 degrees Celsius, which is 1 degree Fahrenheit. We're back almost to minus degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, yesterday's episode, the April Fool's episode, is doing really well. It's got 50% more views than any other video in the past month, I think. So thank you for that. Sorry for the clickbait, but you know, I tried not to do as you know, quite a bit of clickbait as other channels on YouTube. But okay, so we're back. Whew. Today I want to tackle a question that a lot of people have been asking, is why don't we just fly our own airplane to Montreal, after explaining some stuff. So I'm going to go through some numbers. I'm going to give you guys an update on the donation numbers today, some cleanup stuff, because there's only really, what's today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we leave Friday. So there's only 2 more Yellowknife episodes, and then I'm forever on the road. So got to say goodbye to everybody at PlaneSavers Studio. Rod's here. We got to do an important phone call regarding the D-Day bird. Don't want to say much, but here, I'll let you guys go, and I'll be back very soon. Okay, folks, I got double good news. The phone call Rod and I just went on with people I can't mention that have a lot of power. Good news. The new registration for DTD is almost approved. We just got to wait for a couple emails, which is good news. Another good news, my dead cat. Yes, the little furry thing on the microphone. I don't know if you can see it in my glasses, but the mic now has a furry end of it, which really cuts down the wind noise. It is super windy here right now, and hopefully you don't hear any wind noise. So that is good news, whole bunch of good news. So let's get in some numbers. We got an update from Night Freight. They got a new video on their YouTube channel, so I'm gonna just show you some highlights from it. And then of course you can always find the Night Freight Beach City Baby and all the crews, all the DC3 crews, all the friends of PlaneSavers, everything, link in the description. But let's go check out Night Freight right now. Stella, where are you going?
I'm going to Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, not sponsored.
So you can see we've, you know, we're continuing apace, and you know, we've had some nice big visual changes to the aircraft. You can see probably the sort of the big change really is the rear half of that centre section's on. That's probably one of the most significant milestones we've had so far in the project. Tailplane's nearly there. You can see the tailplane, both sections of it have been through the paint shop. They're pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting on some anchor nuts for one structural repair. Elliot's been doing some work that I know you've been looking at as well, so he's done a fantastic job on the ice shields. They're pretty much ready to go. You can see those pinned in place, just ready, waiting on the screws. And they'll be done. He's also been working on the hamburger door and the emergency escape hatches. So yeah, lots of fantastic work going on. Still plenty to do, but yeah, it's all coming together really. Obviously, you know, you saw one of our latest video updates with the parts haul from Canada that came back. I mean, that's really significant. You can see the original cargo floors all laid out on the hangar there, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And the parachute benches, to be fair, which you can see down there in the hangar as well, they're in such good condition. The parachute benches, it's unbelievable, really. They're really not going to take a lot of paint stripping, and they'll be in. And you know, we couldn't have asked for a better set of benches, so that really was a fantastic find. We're at sort of a bit of an exciting phase where lots of bits are coming together individually, and you know, it'll be fantastic to see them all sort of bolted on. Really, it's exciting times.
Okay, hopefully you guys liked that little update from the Night Freight crew in Coventry. Please go check out their YouTube page. They're sitting at 598 subscribers. We gotta get them to 1,000. The production value is amazing. So definitely check those out. While you guys are busy in Coventry, I was running some numbers, and I got 2 sets of numbers for you. And what I'm going to do is tell you the numbers. I'm probably just going to use the side here and digitally put the numbers in so it's easier for you guys to read. But let's get to the first part. Was a lot of people were asking me, why don't you just fly King Air? You know, your father has an airline, you work for an airline, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you just jump into a King Air aircraft and fly to Montreal? So on the surface, that might sound like a great idea because you see people, especially like on Instagram and stuff, they got airplanes, they're flying everywhere. But the true cost of airplanes is something that a lot of people don't fully understand. And it's not like a taxi cab where you got to pay one way. If you go somewhere, that airplane has to go to wherever it came back. So that's the first thing a lot of people don't realize. It's because I do a lot of the charter booking. In fact, that's where my background mostly is in the buying and selling of aircraft charters. I've been doing that for way before I was on TV or YouTube. So basically, there's hubs, right? So wherever an aircraft is located, if you're lucky, that's where you start. But a lot of times you have to fly to another location, pick up the freight people or fuel or firefighting or wherever you want to do, and then go to the next place, go back, and then go home. So any of the times an airplane's not flying, it's called a ferry flight. And ferry basically, from a money standpoint, is basically kind of a big cost. And so you want to keep the ferrying down to a minimum. And when it comes to airplanes, it's always cheaper to go by road. If there's a road, use it, is kind of where shipping cargo is. That's kind of the unsung rule about everything, unless of course it is highly time sensitive, like people or food, but building supplies and everything on the road as much as possible. I'm rambling. So what are the numbers to get a King Air from Yellowknife to Montreal? So now these are just the bare bone numbers, folks. I'm going to try to move the camera here so I got some space. So the King Air is I guess we got to start with the distance. So Yellowknife to Montreal is 2,000 miles to St. Hubert. It's actually 1960 something or whatever, but let's call it 2,000, round up a little teeny weeny bit. So yeah, 2,000 miles, but that airplane, like I said, has to go home. So you're sitting at 4,000 miles. Fuel burn is fuel burn is 1.3 liters per mile on average. You might be a little bit more efficient because it's some long hauls. So you're looking at roughly around $7,000 for fuel, just the fuel. Pilot costs, you're going to need 2 pilots because you're going to be going over 8 hours. You're going to be looking at, call it $1 a mile. That's going to cover wages, per diems, and hotels. That should definitely cover it. So call that's $4,000. Then we got engine props. Their reserve for overhaul is going to be a couple dollars per mile. So put that at $8,000, and you got $19,000 just in out-of-pocket cost to fly a King Air from Yellowknife to Montreal. So what does it cost for Stella and I to jump on Air Canada? Well, it's $500 each, plus the dog, plus thing, plus the dogs, plus everything like that. So you're looking at, call it $1,500. So you got $19,000 versus $1,500. So basically, I can go to Montreal 10 times for the price it is to fly the King Air once. So there's kind of a small breakdown. Now people are like, well, why do people even fly King Airs and stuff? King Airs are very efficient for smaller routes when you have nine people. Like then the costs come down per person, especially if there is not charter or commercial service to where you're going, similar to what we're doing now. So there's the kind of lesson with the King Air. So 19,000. Then you have to add profit. So if you wanted to do that for profit, it's quite crazy. So and you can imagine if you had a private jet like a Global Express, it's probably up to a factor of 5. So you're looking at 20,000 times 5, 100,000 to fly Global Express from Yellowknife to St. Hubert, and that's out-of-pocket costs, folks. So the $1,800 first-class ticket looks mighty fine for a CEO versus taking his. So you go from 100,000 to 1,800 for first class. So actually, believe it or not, and this is hard to fathom, is that first class is actually the best deal in aviation when you look at it from going from private jet, private aircraft to flying in luxury, $1,800 versus $19,000. It's a good deal. Better deal than going from first class to coach. Yeah, if you could, the percentage change. Anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah. So that's why, like, if you see a $20,000 first class ticket from New York to Dubai, that's a deal comparative if you wanted to take your Global Express to Dubai. Just the parking fees and landing fees alone would probably run you into the multiple thousands. So yeah, then you got to house the pilot anyway. Anyway, blah, 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 man. That's why personal aviation is so expensive. Okay, so Stella has taken the time to actually write out all the numbers for what we've earned so far through the PlaneSavers universe. So let's dive deep right now. So let's go. Here's the airwear sales. So this is the store that's down the hallway for me. Black tees, these are available right now, $4,775. White tees, these were limited edition. We only sold these once, $1,780. Hats available now, our number one seller, $7,110. Subtotal airwear, $13,665. Now, one thing people always ask is, well, this is just the raw sales. There was the cost of goods sold. Buffalo Airwear is actually donating all the goods, all the t-shirts and hats. So 100% of the proceeds goes towards the airplane. So there we go. The PlaneSavers store. So this is the store that's underneath YouTube, and this is the store we're going to be pumping in the future as stuff is printed out and is cheaper enough for you guys. It prints on order, ships you guys directly, so no extra work on our end. So more time goes towards the airplane. We're at $2,669. The company that runs this reached out to me, and we're going to be making a limited edition shirt, which is going to be very, very cool. More on that later. YouTube, this is you guys, $11,660. This is definitely the biggest number on the list. This is all the times that you guys have watched the video. If you're watching this video right now, this number is yours. We're about $10 CPM, which means clicks per mile, which is we're getting $10 for every 1,000 views of monetization. So that is huge. That's because you guys watch the ads. You guys are just amazing. The watch time, everything. Most big channels get 2 to 3 CPM. We're at 10 CPM. Amazing. So even though we only have 26,000 subscribers, we're 10 times that. So we're getting the same revenue as a channel that's got 260,000 subscribers. So thank you. PayPal. This is the donation sent through the PayPal button, $8,950. This in underneath, this is the cashes and checks. So this is the stuff that's came through the mail, $2,350. And this is the personal stuff people can personally donate. These two are the most important ones to me, because these are just people that are donating the money directly. There's no goods or services or nothing. This is just, pure helping out. So thank you very, very much. eBay, the 4 items we've sold on eBay after all the eBay stuff, $3,100. So this is Cliff Hope with the DTD. We have the Dornier model, the Car Savers, and then now the aileron from DTD. So we're going to do more on that tomorrow. Keith, congratulations on winning the aileron. We're going to get Rod and everybody to sign it. Thank you very much. Our grand total, $42,394. So folks, that's about 60% of our budget so far. So this is why people are like, this is the main reason why people are like, oh, why aren't you showing restoration of the airplane? All these episodes since New Year's have been going on to get this amount to actually start working on the airplane. So thank you for everybody that's been joining us this long. All of this pre-work, all the videos, all 91 episodes, every minute of you guys watching, every single second, every t-shirt sale, every ad watched, everything goes to this number to where we are right now. Saturday morning, we're on the airplane. Today's Tuesday. Saturday morning, we're on the airplane. And this is why we put in all the hard work, is to get that number before we even start on the airplane. This is awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you, Stella, for writing that all out. Very nice. One question I got from a lot of people in the comments is, what's your accent?
What do you think my accent is?
I don't know. What do you think Stella's accent is? Wouldn't that be, I don't know. Stella, is it South African?
Korean, I think.
Korean, eh? Who knows? We'll never know Stella's accent. So, thank you guys. There's the thing. I was going to do it all digitally, but it was a lot quicker to get Stella to write it on the wall, and there you go. So, thanks, Stella.
You're very welcome. What was that?
Oh, okay, smokes. Well, let's, I don't want to end the episode out in the boardroom here. Let's find something cool to show you. Here, I want to show you something really cool. Me playing around with doing graphics. Watch this, and then we'll meet you out in the hangar and we'll do something fun. Okay, guys. Yeah, so this episode was a little wordy, but I'm here now behind the DC-3 testing the new dead cat. Hopefully you hear very minimal wind noise. Let's go behind the DC-3 and see how this dead cat handles the wind noise. It is fairly windy. So yeah, only got a couple more days of watching real DC-3s firing up until we fire ours up, which hopefully we're gonna do the flight in June 6th, but hopefully in May we'll be doing test runs and stuff. All good. So I can't thank you guys enough for joining me in this journey so far. You can see my breath. I'm not smoking, folks. It is still cold. First air ATR 42. There you guys go. So DC-3s, King Airs. Oh, I gotta shoot a thumbnail. I'll shoot a thumbnail with the King Air, because I think today's episode is gonna be called "Why Don't We Just Fly a King Air to Montreal?" And I'll be like this. So I'm gonna go shoot a thumbnail. I'm gonna end today's episode. Tomorrow's episode, we gotta catch up. My father should be flying in. There's some mail to catch up on. We got a very special birthday card was sent to my father. I want to show everybody. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. It was a long one, but you guys seem to like the long ones. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun jazz that keeps us going. And yeah, how many days to Montreal? A couple days. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.